I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
All right now. Yeah, I'm here. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Yeah, let me go ahead and say it. I'm pleased from yesterday. Very, very pleased how things turned out. Very pleased what happened turn out. Uh Now I know some people going to get upset with me because I went against my own word, but uh at this point, I'm very frustrated. Well, let me just say, I was frustrated, and and something that keeps being avoided. He can't be. He can't listen. He can't avoid it. All right. It was nobody for him to protect him. So I went ahead though and went over there and and he tried to have the discussion and um so let me say to a lot of you YouTube niggas, don't talk about politics, don't talk about anything. You know nothing. Okay? You know nothing. So stay at y'all's little Tyler Perry arguments. And this is what this space is. This is the problem I have with this space, right? And sh- this is what Super Sly was talking about on his live stream last night. I listened to some of it. Some of Super Sly's live stream when Super Sly was talking about the war between the 2.0 versus the 3.0 and what O'Shea the manosphere boule class. And you know what, I might want to go on about that part, but I'm pleased about it. I'm pleased that and I'm glad that um Corey Holcomb bearing O'Shea and bearing the lead attorney. I'm glad that's happening because this elitism in this space, right? And I'm gonna call it the elitism of being in inactivity. O'Shea deserved it. Okay, O'Shea deserved what was coming to him. Um, you know, and I might want to say that Mr. Research, y'all should have listened to what Mr. Research was saying. Mr. Research told y'all a long time ago, be politically active. And this is what Super Sly said last night. That's what I told y'all 10 years ago. Before I left Black YouTube, before I left this sector YouTube that we call Black YouTube, I told y'all on my way out, be politically active before they do. Now I did that video. You know what? I might have to do a video showing you the old video I did in 2015 when I told y'all this. I told y'all this 11 years ago. Stop doing what y'all doing because all y'all now trying to do is trying to sell books. Okay? Now though, you got the guy, what's his name, trying to sell books now. Talking about game. I don't know which side is worse. The blue pill simps or are you red pill clowns? I don't know which side is worse. Okay. Now Chiron, who's on that blue pill shit, um oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have a topic for you, Shiesty Bum. How come you're not in my house laying next to the fire? That should be a topic, Shiesty Bum. How come you're not here in my house laying next to the fire? I have a fire in this house. How come you're not laying down, snuggle up? How come you're not stuck up in this warm blanket, this quilt, next to a fire? That should be a topic. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying, right? Because like she wants to troll and distract. But back to the topic I was talking about. But I was pleased. Me going in on Chiron. Because I figure out. Um, I figure out. See, Chiron. This should tell people Chiron is not the brightest bulb in the room. it shows he's not the brightest bulb in the room. Now, I'm really getting tired of you Negroes answering questions that I asked him. He allowing other niggas to answer questions that was supposed to be for him. And now I told all them niggas, listen, ain't gonna be no bounties. Ain't gonna be no fucking bounties on this live stream. And guess what? Chiron kept his end of the bargain. There was not gonna be no bounties on Big J Triple X, and Brownsville is in the background. Cuz, man, I got a bounty. Sexy Red over there. Oh, I got a bounty. Shatira, with her stupid ass. I got a bounty. I said, all y'all try to put bounties on me. Chiron did not accept the bounties. It was between me and him. And then the truth came out. And I told y'all that mask is about to fall off. This is y'all's leader, right? This is who y'all chose. So yeah, talk to him about what is due process. How are you going to talk about the law and the justice system when you don't know what the due process is? And then we got to read you and educate you on what is due process. And first of all, let me say this to Taz, shut the fuck up. You don't come to me and try to bogart me on a goddamn thing, Taz. Shut the fuck up. Because nigga, you're part of the problem. But back to Chiron though, right? Yeah, I'm very pleased. Y'all got to stop shipping people online. Okay, y'all got to stop with the war shipping. Oh yeah, he said the word rim, bro. We need to worship. Well, you should be worshiping Jesus. That's who y'all worship. And then and what's so sad though, y'all want to talk about Christianity and God and all that, you know, but then y'all never do. Here is the thing, right? Let's talk about that part. You can't keep on get online talking about men need to find God and men need to find it, and every word that come out your mouth is goddamn, goddamn, goddamn. How's that supposed to work? If you keep saying GD, GD, GD all the time, and then at the same time you want these black men to follow God, make that make sense. See, I was gonna go off on that part, but I decided not to go there because the pressing issue was about Donald Trump and yeah, that's what it was about. So yeah, yeah, I'm satisfied. I'm happy. You know, uh, about it. I ain't gonna trouble him anymore. Okay, I'm not gonna trouble him further. I got what I wanted. Okay, out of it. I got what I want out of it. So I don't have to trouble y'all, trouble his ass anymore. Cause yeah, if you don't know the law, why are you speaking? That's why some of y'all do not want me on the panels with y'all on a one-on-one discussion. Because if it was a one-on-one discussion, you're not going. It's not going to go. It's not going to go well for you. It's not going to go well for you if it's a one-on-one confrontation. Because see, a lot of you niggas need teams. Y'all need help. You need a group. Do you understand? See, a real man, in my opinion, is him standing on your own 2 feet and deal with the consequences what come may. Y'all can't do that. Y'all need bounties. Brownsville, kick that mouth breather off the panel. Chiron didn't do it. And now, nigga, now Brownsville, you talking humble to me. In Brownsville, I know that you're listening, or somebody gonna take this back to you. So Brownsville, I want you, I had, I'm glad though I said this to you yesterday, Brownsville. I said, Brownsville, if you are stoic, why you keep name calling and why you keep on putting out bounties if you are stoic and you're trying to bounce me off the panel because because you have a problem with what I said. That's not stoicism. A stoic man is supposed to engage me on engage any opponent in uh uh a way where no emotions are involved. You was being emotional, Brownsville. You get that man, get that mouth breather off the panel. Get that mouth breather off the panel. Wait a minute, hold on. Time out, time out, time out, time out. What's up? Shiesty bomb, right? By that same logic, right? I'm about to go off on this in a minute. So Shiesty bomb. So by that logic, wouldn't that mean that you're not a real woman? Because if Sharon is if by that logic Sharon is a um real man, he's a real man because he has a wife and kids, and you're a woman who don't have no kids and don't have a husband, wouldn't that make you not a real woman? Just saying, Sugar Bomb. That's why you should be over here next to his fire. But you know how it is. You don't want to accept responsibility. You kind of selfish. You should give somebody some loving and some company. But yet, knowing you. But anyway, let's get right back over here, right? So yeah. Um why? Because I can. Because both are human. Both are human, and I can because both are human, I get to judge based on, see, it's not about race, it's not about religion, it's not about sexual orientation. You are human, he's a human, I really don't care. See, that's true equality, Shiesty Bum. That's true equality. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, um I'm gonna talk about this Mr. Research thing because I blame Mr. Research, even though, you know what, I'm gonna talk about this Mr. Research in a minute, because he the one that put O'Shea on the top. He the one that dick ride. Yeah, you know what? For lack of a better term, he dick ride O'Shea during when they create the whole commission. And like what Sly said, right? I'm going back to what Super Sly said last night. It should have been a political thing. And I told you Negroes back then. Listen. Results matter, right? We live in a world where results matter. SBE content is not results. SBE content only get garners. Oh, niggas who are trauma bonding. My Nick Tap brothers. You got idiots like that. You got idiots who say the voice of everyday brother. The queer guy, the manager should be a queer eye for the straight guy. So some old shit like that. And then y'all harass women online like you did to Sophie A. Nelson, and and for Harriet and Chrissy and Kristen Carazon, and the names go on and on and on. You know. Who is Mr. Research? Well, I'm glad you asked, Shiesty Bomb. Mr. Research was a person who was part of the manosphere. He was trying to tell other black men, instead of bashing black women over their head and stop with the SBE shit, you got to be political. But the problem I have with Mr. Research is he bet on the wrong horse. Because Mr. Research's framework, mental framework was, okay, if we stop SBEing and solving our own problems as black men, black women's issues with black men would not even be a problem. Wouldn't even be a topic. Because two things would I even said it too. If black men would have solved his own problems, who gives a flying fuck what your problem is to us? Now, not I know that sounds so chauvinistic, but some of y'all's complaint ain't really ain't about shit. Some of you women who from BWE, y'all ain't shit. Cause I every time when a black woman says what that black man built, and the nigga can't even articulate or can't comprehend, she got him. But if there was a brother out there who can be articulate, can comprehend the English language and know the history, and she can't come to, she has no defenses against somebody like this person. And I wish 75% of black YouTube had niggas that was um articulate, can comprehend and know their history. And I said actual history, none of that pseudo we was kings and Egyptians shit. No, I'm talking about what we invented, who wrote laws, who did X, Y, and Z in America. What have we built in the United States? And no, we ain't talking no grocery stores and we built America. No, when somebody said who built what have you built, say Worldwide Tech, Millennial Steel, North Carolina Insurance Incorporated, institutions that still exist today, Tuskegee Institute, all these things y'all could name off the top of your head. Y'all can't even do that. Only thing y'all do is, well, the Jews stole our music for music in our record companies. That's all y'all could think about. I ain't talking about what you as black men invented and cultivated. So that's what Mr. Research was trying to tell y'all. Y'all should be more on that. But no, y'all choose SBE. Y'all chose shame, blame, and explain. And y'all created a culture where now, though, everything's about game and everything's about, pimping. Pimping and gaming ain't everything. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because because Brownsville was in the back chat trying to put that bounty on me, and he wouldn't, and Chiron couldn't pull it. He couldn't pull that trigger. But that's all right. I don't have to worry about Chiron anymore. I'm not worried about Chiron anymore. Because at some point, you're gonna be forced to be honest. So I told him, okay, well, if you really want information from me, then stop with the bounties. And he stopped with the bounties. So you got that heifer, that sexy red over there. Oh, I seen her trying to do something, and it didn't work. I saw all them other niggas trying to do something, they didn't work. So, oh well. I don't worry about him being here. You go being misogynistic. I don't give a fuck, Shicey Bomb, because you know why? Because everybody else can call you a bitch, yet you still support the nigga. You got niggas over here calling you all out your name. Here's you up in their face, Shicey Bomb. So for you call me a misogynist, I really don't. That doesn't faze me. That doesn't faze me, Sugar Bomb. That really doesn't faze me. Because you sit there and just, So yeah, Yeti Life 77. What's going on with you? Is this who I think it is? Is this who I think it is? I mean, Jay Prince. Because you like to troll Jay Prince. Jay Prince be calling you a hoe and a bitch and everything else. Just stop. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Shicey Bomb. That nigga called you out your name, but yet you up in that nigga's face. You know. So yeah. But anyway, let's keep it moving. See, did I call you out of your name, Shicey Bomb? Nope. Now, if men, I'm talking black men, if black men would be worrying about the terraforming the environment, he wouldn't be worried about Keisha and her bad attitude. Okay, he wouldn't be concerned about the bad attitude of Keisha if he terraformed the environment. Because once you terraform the environment, she's not gonna be around. You see, once you terraform the environment, once you build it, they will leave. See, I know like that that Kevin Costner movie, what's it called, the Field of Dreams, when that ghost or whoever said if you build it, they will come. No, when you build it, they will leave. Build something positive, and the bad people will leave. The unwanted will leave. It's the complete opposite. If you build something that's based upon some ideals, those who are destructive would not feel comfortable being there in a long period of time. You know, and and then Bomb tried to get up in the way of that. See, I don't know why, but if I'm asking if I'm asking one person a question, do I need a third person to answer it? No, no, Bomb. I'm asking Chiron, and I told Bomb, I told Bomb right then and there, that this is between two men. Let two men handle this. Go, Chiron, answer my question, and then that's how the conversation continued. So I'm pleased. He don't have to. He don't have to. I don't have to. You know, trouble him any further after today, right? Unless something major popped off. Other than that, you know, as a general rule, I really don't care. I really don't care. I got what I want out of it. you know. No, no, no. I mean, it's what I'm saying though, Stanley, is anytime when two men are engaging in the battle of wits, she or PhD Diva likes to interfere, right? Because if I'm asking him a question and I'm expecting an answer out of him, one of those two got to interfere and answer it for him. That's what I can't stand. Get the fuck out the way and let me work because you're in the way. And then once Sharon opened his mouth, then Bomb was like, oh my God. He really believes this shit. So if you would spend your time, stop liking people and start being on the business of stop being, stop judge people on how you like them. Judge them on who they are, what their personalities are. This is not about being liked. This is about what's being right. Being liked and being right is two different things. I don't care if you like Chiron. No, the question should be, is Chiron right? Now, if he's not right, that should be the question. You should judge on the basis of that part. And this also, and this is not just about bomb cherry, the PhD, but protecting Chiron. It's more than that, because it's like how a lot of you niggas protected Pearl. Y'all got up between me and Pearl. Pearl did a lot of heinous shit to people in this space. Pearl could have got stopped a long time ago if you let me, or you let somebody like me, or me, or Sly, or or even some of the black women who was going after Pearl. If you would let us just sit there and ask questions, Pearl wouldn't got away with this shit. Because when it comes to Pearl, the just pearly things. Hold on. He said, when did this happen? Mike V. I don't know, Mike V. I don't know if they was gonna do a debate on my channel, but MOT, and that was another thing. Sharon was talking shit about MOT. Like, bruh, just stop. Just stop. I don't know if that was going to be a debate, Mike. Uh, yes, I know that shicey bum, but I try to tell him that how y'all gonna get 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 this white woman in this space when this white woman meet to a black man. How are y'all gonna get this white woman to check black men when this white woman took a black man all out out the streets, a homeless black man, had a romantic relationship with this black man, and use and abuse him? I told them niggas, how y'all gonna do this? But y'all let Osinian did not allow me to poke holes in Pearl. Anger Man got in the way of that. BGS got in the way of that. Y'all got in the way of poking holes in Pearl. I knew about Pearl before most you niggas even knew about her. Pearl was on on TikTok. Pearl was being dragged by the white guys, the white manosphere. But yet, instead of listening to what Anthony Johnson was trying to warn y'all, y'all went ahead along with it anyway. That's another reason why I hate you niggas. I really don't like y'all. I think you niggas are the dumbest people on the planet. Do you understand? Because though y'all don't want to listen to reason and don't want to listen to warnings, that's why I said you niggas got to be eradicated. Because people told you time after time, this is not going to work. Y'all listen, people try to warn. No, you're in the way. Now Pearl can get on Pierce Morgan. Tommy Sotomayor can get on Fox. Anton can get on Dr. Phil. Angerman can get on Fox Soul. And all they do is talk shit about you. Yet you pump these niggas' heads up online. Y'all guard them on these panels, and now when they went to the big times, they're shitting on you. But yet you want to put bounties on Big J Triple X. Okay. That's why I hate you niggas. And that's why I'm happy, that your boy Chiron couldn't take what I told him yesterday. Because y'all tried to protect Chiron. Chiron was not protected yesterday on his own platform. Y'all should have brought more soldiers. Those bounties was not going to work. Because once he said, "Oh, Big J, I'm not going to accept any bounties." Gotcha. Then me and him had this conversation about the 14th Amendment. What's due process? And he doesn't know shit about due process. You have to teach this nigga the Constitution of the United States. You got to teach these niggas the Constitution. And I taught him to look up the Constitution. And poor Brownsville. Oh, how come I can't put bounties on Big J? Well, listen, nigga, it's too late now, nigga. He already said though he ain't accept no bounties for this. I loved it. Shiesty, that didn't even last long, baby. That didn't even last 5 minutes. That didn't even last five minutes, Shiesty. Stop it. That didn't even last five minutes. I was back on there in 2 minutes. Stop it. I was back on there in 2 minutes. Be quiet. I went right back to where I was at. But I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it, and oh well. I ain't gonna trouble him any further. Because if I have to teach a grown man what the 14th Amendment means, if I have to teach a grown man about the 3rd, 4th, 5th Amendment of the Constitution, you got no business talking about what ICE is and isn't doing. And that's why Mo Love said that he backs Trump. Anybody in the right mind would question, well, man, Big J might be right, Chiron. You might be pro-Trump. And Taz, shut the fuck up. Okay? You coming off the jump rope on me. No, nigga, that didn't work. That didn't work. Shit. Talking about Obama. We ain't talking about Obama, nigga. The point is not about Obama, Taz. We're talking about Trump and the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, nigga. We ain't talking about what Obama did and what Clinton did. We're talking about Trump. Because the argument against Trump is gang. Trump's the problem with Trump, it was gang activity. Obama, even what Obama did was wrong because he was sued, but Obama couldn't outdo Congress. He couldn't just tell Congress what to do because Congress was of a different political party. Right, deflecting to Obama. Nobody give a fuck about what. Listen, who cares about Obama? Obama's not the president today. But I'm trying to tell you, Big J, no, nigga, we ain't talking about Obama, Taz. Coming off the jump rope. And then, nigga, you want to talk about, oh, Big J, you stuttering. Nigga, I'll cuss your stupid ass out. Don't you ever come for me, Taz. See, I don't know why Taz think, though, I'm scared of his ass. Nigga, you might want to shut the fuck up. Stop thinking, though, niggas going to bow down to you. I'm not bowing down to you. There's no nigga over here I'm bowing down to. Because first of all, you know, first of all, I don't give a fuck. And using YouTube popularity, that does not matter to me. We're talking about Donald Trump and only Donald Trump. I don't care what George W. Bush did. I don't care what Bill Clinton did. I don't care what Obama did. The only thing I give a flying fuck is Trump being a fascist. That's the only goddamn thing I care about. Because I'm living in the now. And don't think though Trump's illegal immigration tactics with with ICE. Don't think is my issue with Trump is solely about ICE. It's about his foreign policy, allowing the Palestinians to be bombed by Benjamin Netanyahu, kidnapping foreign leaders, and all that. So don't think like my anti-Trumpism is just solely about Trump himself. No, the mudsills. You know, those low grade. You know what? Hold on. Let me change my my verbiage because I'm about to say something that's gonna be inflammatory. Let me say it in a better way. You got mudsills. And I tell you what, look up the term mud seals, right? Just look the term up, y'all. Or I tell you what, look up the term mud seal president. Then though you might know what I'm referring to. So the mud seal class is the problem. Trump is not really the problem. The mud seal class are the problem. The mud seal class. People who vote against their best interest solely because they don't like brown skinned people because they are scared that the brown skins, the dark skinned folks, is going to be over them, and they're trying to vote against their own best interest because they want to be seen next to the top 5% of American and Western society. See, yeah, I'm gonna clean up what I just said. I cleaned up what I just said so y'all can fill in the blanks and who I'm referring to. But go home, Queen. Shit, you at work? Go home. Yeah, Obama shook up the mud seals. Yeah, the mud seal class. Shit, if I'm sleepy, I'll go home, Queen. And then but then again, I got all that backup vacation. So I don't go on vacation anyways. I don't give a fuck. I stop. What's the point going on vacation when the cost of shit going up and up? Like damn, what's the point going on a vacation for? Plane ticket going up, gas going up, hotel going up. What the point going on vacation for? Shit. What's the point? In fact, though, In fact, though, I'm thinking about just go ahead and cash it in my vacation and get paid. I'm an essential employee. I can't leave. Understand that. Understand that. Yeah, what's the point going on a vacation? Shit, when everything else is going up. Just just cash those vacation hours in. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do that in 2 hours. In 3 hours from now, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call work. I'm gonna tell them, hey man, I want my vacation. I want to cash in on my vacation hours. Just do that shit. I'm not going anywhere. Let me just cashing in. So I have some cash money to cushion myself with. I'll take a month off. To hell with that. Well, sometimes, Queen, I'm gonna put it like this. Oh, so now though you're coming over, huh? So now you're coming over and snuggle against his fire, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I won't have the fire on this summer, but I do have a AC. So if you wanna uh if you wanna snuggle next to AC, you know, I still want to take our kids to experience the world, so we budgeted for it. I understand. See, Lana, Lana, you and Queen are married, right? Y'all two are married, have kids. I'm not married. I don't have no kids, so I really don't care anymore about that shit. I just just cash in my vacation hours. I get an extra $300 or so, and I'll just you know well, is it $300? I forgot how much it is. Yeah, I get it paid. By cashing in those hours in, and they said hell with it. I'm not going anywhere. I have to have your show opening. I gotta go to bed because the 2 3 because I worked that night. Okay, dumb to go on vacation with one income. Right, right. And this time, if you said something like 10 years ago, yeah, yeah, and that was the last time I went on a vacation. It was 10 years ago, because it was one income. I could, I can get by now. Fuck that. You can't get by with no one income on vacation now. Well, shy Isabel, not everybody is going to have fun. All right. Um, Sometimes life is about suffering, bomb, or delayed gratification. See, I actually delayed a lot. Um, I actually not degrade, delayed. I don't know why I said degrade. Delayed my gratification. So yeah, I'm let me just say I'm patient at least. Well, for lack of a better word, yeah, patient. So so, so yeah. But anyway, make these dense news and maybe they'll help me wake up. Man, I drunk me some um energy drink at work. So what I'm ranting about, I don't know. I'm really am not angry, Queen. Not really angry, Queen. I really am not angry. I got nothing to be mad about. Um, yeah, I know, but I had to drink one the other day though, because I got tired of dozing off at work. Right, I got tired of because once I finish everything around the 6 hour mark, around that 6 hour 7 hour mark at work, I'm like, man, this is boring because I finished everything I needed to do. And I'm like, oh, well, here we go. You know, then I come on, then I watch videos, and then I go talk to the other employees, and then I do this, and I check everything, and then I just want to go sleep at this point. Shit, ain't shit going on. Yeah, but how many times I'm gonna play my computer and play games? You know. Yeah, though. But the problem is, I don't have the internet at work though, so I could. Now I remember one time I did live stream from work though. I remember live streaming from work at one point when I was single. I stayed on vacation and unpaid leave. Well, like that video I did on the state rep. What's his name? The white dude. I did. Yeah, I did that at work. I did that at work. So you know. And let me apologize to the lovely lady. Um, Danes couldn't get worked out between me and her. Um, because me and her was going to do that live stream together yesterday, and me and her didn't get it. Um, Me and her didn't get it. It kind of fell through because it's too many things going on that me and her have to work out on. Well, her end and my end, because she got things she needs to do. I things doing. Um, so um, hopefully when I'm off, um, and because of the different time zones and all that, I'm gonna yeah we got to work that because the time zones was getting yeah. I hate have to talk to somebody from a different time zone because you have to match, and the time zone is not in the United States. That's the problem. You know, um, the time zones is not so I talked to her. Wait a minute, what the fuck is this? I didn't ask for my hold on. Yes, skip this version. I don't care. This gonna pop up on my like anyway. You know what? Let me talk about this here, right? I forgot to mention this news story. And let me say this, right? About this news story, this Prince George County executive defends roughly 43,000 storm hotel stay, right? I'm gonna talk about this in here in a minute, right? Let me go here real quick.
Well, the Prince George's County executive under fire for putting herself and 24 staffers in a hotel during last week's snow and ice storm. Tonight, she defends that move in an exclusive interview with our Maryland bureau chief, Brad Bell.
As the snow and sleet piled up last week, Prince George's County Executive Aisha Braveboy, her top staffers, along with several county council members, 25 in all, were holed up here at the hotel at the University of Maryland at taxpayer expense. In an exclusive interview Monday, Braveboy explained she wanted her team in one place.
Because there were a lot of decisions that had to be made in real.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to say this. If you are a black person, whether you male or female, why do we keep making these mistakes? Why do every black politician make these same mistakes? It baffles me. And I'm gonna say this right now. I'm not trashing this. I'm not trashing her. Let me tell you why. Because what she said makes sense. It makes sense. I'm saying I'm not going to judge her because what she just did makes a lot of sense. But I'm getting tired of, while you're doing the right thing, you do shit that self-sabotage yourself, to make yourself look bad at the same time. But again, you know, this is like every black politician, y'all do shit, and y'all did everything except for sweeping the front porch, you know.
Time.
With the main county building closed after a small electrical fire and other facilities fully staffed, she chose to seek a hotel.
I can tell you that we were able to coordinate over 137 emergency medical trips. There was an incident where we had seniors who lost power in a building. We found out, and in real time, we were able to move and transport those seniors within less than an hour.
But the stay here is being criticized by some community activists, in part because of this video Braveboy and her team released.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You did everything right. Again, she did everything right, except for this, right? Except for this.
Urging people to stay home. Critics on social media have called that video tone deaf, as citizens were stuck at home dealing with a serious storm.
Were you all partying at the hotel?
No, no. In fact, you have my schedule. You'll see it. We were up at 7:30 in the morning.
According to hotel invoices released to 7 News at our request, the total cost was just over $43,000 for 3 nights, including 25 hotel rooms at $149 each, a conference room at $300 per day, and an $18,000 audio video setup.
The whole storm response is going to be in excess of $16 million. So you're talking about
see, you did everything right, sis. You did everything right, but then you did that goofy shit. Now black women gonna be attacked because we know that the manosphere idiots, this red pill idiots gonna do that. Well, this is the reason why we don't trust black women. Then you got the white supremacy. So this is DEI hire. She was elected on DEI. If she hadn't done that, I'm sorry. When you're going to if you're going to do something like, if you're in the public eye and you are a government official and you're moving your office to the hotel because guess what? They did what it happened because the government offices was caught on fire. That is true. What's also true, the other stuff that happened at that government office, the government building. So she consolidated, rightfully so, she consolidated all the first responders, leadership of the county and moved into the hotel. That is grade A leadership in a time of a crisis, right? She's golden. But that video did not make it look right. And I don't, it really hurts me when you did everything except for sweeping out the front porch. You cleaned the whole house, but you did not sweep out the front porch. And now though, you know, it didn't even look right. You know, it didn't even look it didn't even look right to me. I'm just saying, you know. But shout out to her though. Shout out to her though. I mean she know what, unlike Ted Cruz, at least she stayed and try to, but that didn't
Of
look
those
right.
costs. And the majority of those costs were actually AV and other equipment that we.
And you know, I kind of see tears in her eyes though, right? I see them because I see that the niggas, I'm talking about these. Hold on, because they actually mentioned the nigga on here, those so-called B1 pro-black, back to Africa, red ball, green ball Negroes. Hold on, where's he at? Where is he at? Yeah, you got niggas like this trying to go after her, right? You know, these Tariq Nasheed fan types. Not understanding what was going on. There was a fire inside the government building. She had to move them to the hotel for command and control. You know, I'm gonna use a historical context to this, right? Because I like using his history. So if she can get blamed for moving her all the government officials from a certain location to another, then shouldn't we blame George Washington for uh, moving all his stuff to from his house to another person's house when there was the flu? You know what? You know what though? I'm going way out of pocket. I'm going way, that's gonna fly over people's heads, right? That what I'm about to say gonna fly over people's heads. Let me use another let me use an updated analogy, right? When George H.W. Bush, when George Bush, the second Bush, when he went to Montana and he stayed in Montana during 9/11, why didn't y'all blame him for that? Well, he moved everybody to Montana. You see how that worked? So why would y'all blame her because of the snowstorm and she decided to move all the government into a whole hotel room for command and control purposes? Just saying, you know, I just, you know, don't think I'm just attacking her because I'm not. I'm not attacking the lady. I'm just saying I wouldn't do no video. Hold on. I'm so happy with my son's school of all the kids that had to do a Black History poster and the bibliography. They had Jasmine Crockett on the list. You know, I'm gonna do a video on Jasmine Crockett, and some of y'all are not gonna like it. And no, and when I said some of y'all not gonna like it, I mean I'm not going against Jasmine Crockett. There's something that y'all I'm not um I don't like it. You know what? I just wait Wait for that live stream to come. Y'all might understand. Some of y'all might not understand. But understand, I'm not going after Jasmine Crockett or James Terrarico. I'm gonna address something on why well, you know what, I'll you know, if your video is critical of her, we don't want to hear it. Stop acting like all these liberal white men and leave her alone. Oh, oof. But I'm not going there, Queen. I'm gonna talk about myself, right? I'm gonna talk about myself. So I'm sick of y'all criticizing, but talking about her, y'all is not going against her. Okay. But anyway, let me get to WorldStar, right? Let me get the WorldStar. This shit like this should have happened to Pearl, right? This should have happened to Pearl. Now, the white guy just asked a question, right? And let me close that, because that's getting in the way. I hate when people get up in my way. Anyway, let me go ahead and knock this out.
Name one thing a black person does.
Why can't I think of anything?
See, that's why y'all should not be on panels. That's why y'all shouldn't be on shows. Just saying.
One thing a black person invented. I can't think of anything.
You know, it would have been better if he would ask a white person that. It would have been better to ask a white person, but at the same time, this is embarrassing. Y'all went to school, or I hope y'all did, and you didn't. And we got these Black History Month, Black History stuff, all for all these 13 years of schooling, and you couldn't name not one person, dear.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
You have to stand up for your race and gender.
I do. I need to do better.
See, it's I ran across this last night, and I just had to bury my head. I just have to bury my head. And see what happened later in this video. Y'all had to. This was should have happened on YouTube if you niggas would have allowed me to get next to Pearl and stop blocking and defending Pearl. Y'all wouldn't have. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what should have happened, right? You know, let me tell you what should have happened. Let me go, oh, wrong video.
Do better, ladies.
What's question?
Which question?
What question you want to ask, bro? Ask.
I was asking people today about the transgender shooter.
No, I want to know about the black questions that you be asking these girls about the black people. Ask me those questions. Whatever you want to ask, bro.
I mean, you know them. Which one?
Whatever you want to ask, bro. I ain't nobody to play with. Whatever you want to ask, bro. Because I met you now. I'm out here. You be out here trying to clown black people.
I don't.
Yes, you trying. You know what you be doing, bro. You know what you be doing, bro.
Ask everyone. Question about
I don't care what all that smart shit you trying to. I don't care about none of that, bro. It's Big Gucci out here. Now ask me the same question.
Which one do you want?
Right. I want y'all to ask. I want Cynthia G to ask me when that black man built. But every time I get next to Cynthia G, y'all would never allow that shit. Because I would end it right then and there. I would end it. The discussion would have ended right there. She wouldn't make no money off of that shit. When Pearl showed up and she was doing her shit, it would have ended right there. The conversation, she couldn't make the money off of that shit. That's why I said you niggas like to get up in my fucking way when I'm trying to see some of this shit should have been stopped. Now y'all mad that Cynthia is on Fox Soul. Y'all mad that Pearl trash talk y'all on Pierce Morgan's show. Y'all mad that Angerman is on Fox Soul. Y'all mad that Anton went on Dr. Phil. Y'all mad that Obsidian did all this bullshit, this making money off the enclave. Y'all, all this shit should have been stopped. But y'all want to put bounties on Big J, Shatera. Now, Shatera, you was over here on my last live stream here yesterday, asking a stupid ass question, Shatera. But yet you won't put bounties on other niggas who came against your against your nappy headed black ass. You were worried about what I'm saying. I'm critiquing y'all on how y'all handle this shit. Because y'all more interested in fuckery. Y'all not interested in correcting. Shatera, talking directly to you. And also talking to that nigga who said, oh, we need a nigga roundup on Big J. I'm talking to you. All you niggas did is get up in my way on people like this who should be addressed. Cynthia should have been addressed. Pearl should have been addressed. When Candace Owens was over here, y'all actually stopped that from being addressed. When she was red pill black over here, y'all stopped that shit from being addressed. I'm getting tired of you niggas getting in the way. But I'm happy now that y'all niggas couldn't stop me to get off of Chiron though. Y'all couldn't stop that.
Whatever you want to ask, don't get scared. Ask the same question. Ask all the black girls. You the one doing the interview. You the one doing the interview, buddy.
The 13 one?
I'm not gonna run up on you. I'm not gonna run up on you. Don't get scared. Ask the question.
Scared, bro.
You're scared, bro. Ask the question. Watch how you talk about black people, bro. And then when you say something about 13% too, you always say about that 13%. Oh, well, 13% this. Yeah.
I talk about
Yeah, we 13%, but that 13%, it's a percentage of that 13% though.
No, that's true.
But you're not doing it on your questions though. You just say, oh, it's 13 fish. No, it's not comedy,
Why
bro.
are you getting so mad over?
No, you're not about to clown my people on the internet and think it's sweet.
I clown everyone.
No, you're not clowning my people.
I clown
freedom of speech, but you're not freedom of the shit that come behind it. So watch how you talk to people, because you're not gonna clown my people on the internet, bro.
Clown everyone.
You can say that up on the internet right now, bro. But like I said, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna watch the video again. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna see you because you been in Fort Lauderdale.
Can you name one thing a black person?
See, just saying.
So you're saying that?
Wait, hold on. What's this? What's this? Hold on. Wait, hold on. What? Oh, this is 2021. You know what? Let me go and play. Let's play this. I hold on. Interested in this. What's happening?
Well, do you want to fight me?
No, not really.
I'll fight you if you want. We can have like a Mortal Kombat fight.
I don't want to press charge.
I don't either.
Well, you know.
Okay, let's go. Turn right at the next intersection if you want to fight. Turn right at the next.
You know what? I'm bored with that. I'm bored with that. I ain't trying to see all that. I ain't trying to see all that foolishness. I ain't trying to see all that. You know, fuck all that. Fuck all that. I ain't trying to see all that. Right. You know what? I didn't watch that video, so I don't know what was going to happen. So I don't want to. I don't know what was going to happen after that. So I'm not going to continue the footage, the video. I'm not going to continue that. So I'm gonna leave that alone because I hadn't watched that, but I did watch the homeboy trying to ask the dark skinned woman, about Black history and all that. That's the video I was checking on, but I'm really getting tired of people getting away with shit. Was it acidification? Huh? What the hell, Sally? Anyway, I got nothing else to say. I'm not mad. I got nothing else to complain about. I said what I said. Shout out to Super Slide, right? I gotta say shout out to Slide, right? Because I'm going to have to respond to what Sly said about what O'Shea and the whole 2.0 versus 3.0 and how y'all and like what Sly said, if y'all was political at first, y'all wouldn't be having these problems now. Y'all are so much on bashing Keisha and let's talk about game. And I'm glad though I'm glad though that DJ Kuda, that video he did on DJ Kuda, like I don't feel sorry for Kuda. I don't. Because Kuda himself missed the point. Not what black men need is not game. That's the last thing black men need is game. And while Kuda is up in the mountains in Asia and he can't come home, and it's what somebody said. I think Kuda must have a case here in the States, and he don't want to come home. I'm starting to think though that is correct. I think Kuda had done something in the States, and he don't want to come home. But I like to say to you niggas, if you can't come home, don't complain. Right? Stay where the fuck you ass at. Get your job somewhere in Asia, Africa, wherever the hell you ass is at, and stay there. Stop coming online begging niggas to send you cash apps. Get your job. If you can't come home for whatever the reason it is, get your job in Thailand, Kenya, the Philippines, whatever country your black ass is in, stay there. Get your job, stay there, and stop trying wishing niggas here in America to cash app you or give you super chats. Just stop it. It's really embarrassing. And in fact, though, you can't be saying you're manosphere. There's the word man is in the word manosphere. So be a man first. Get your job first before you do, and then talking about game. Game should be the last thing if you broke. Game should be the last thing that come out your mouth. Game should be the last thing to come out of a man's mouth. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Right. Labor job. Yeah. I'll give me a labor job. I'll be doing something at least. I mean, what you gonna do? Oh, dig a ditch. Okay. I can do that. Plumbing. I can do that. A little bit of masonry. I mean, there are a lot of construction jobs he could be doing. But going overseas is talking about, oh, I'm gonna teach black men game. That's the last thing black men needs to hear is about game. You should be worried about generational wealth or some sort, or political power, you know, or on some spiritual awakening shit. Other than that, though, game should be the last thing that should be on your mind. Because women is not see they think women are all the same, right? They think women are all the same. They think women is just going to be on. Oh man, he's spitting game. I'm gonna open my legs. Not all women are like that. And I wish what's his name, Free Zone Lou was here, because Free Zone Lou heard me on a certain Discord server yesterday when, and I'm not going to tell you whose Discord server it was, but a lot of people in the black sector heard me said it, right? They heard me over there. So I was on the Discord server and we were having this discussion, this voice discussion, and and Dave was laughing at that nigga. Man, listen, why y'all saying that the 14 this nigga got on a Discord server and said he can't tell the difference between a 14-year-old and a 22-year-old when it comes to sex. We're having this nigga gonna pop out a question saying, well, I can't tell the difference between a 14-year-old and a 22-year-old. Then I'm sitting like, okay, nigga. I said, know what? I'm going to step into this conversation. I'm over here listening to this shit. I said, what, bruh? Are you mean you just talk to a woman and then she just in 5-15 minutes you and her enact in sexual activity? She said, yeah. No questions asked. She said, yeah. Nigga, you dumb. See, I'm gonna say it like this. Nigga, you 31 years old and you keep chasing after these 20-year-olds, these 18-year-olds. And now since a 14-year-old has slipped through the cracks and lied about her age, y'all don't talk that long to know what. See, it's easy to tell who's 14 and who's 21. All you gotta do is sit there and talk. If you talk to them long enough, you're going to know what age she's on, based on the maturity to come out of her mouth. I'm just like, really, nigga? You can't tell? And the nigga gonna tell me, Big J, you lying because you must be a virgin and you don't get laid. Nigga, I can tell the difference between a 20-something-year-old woman and a girl who's 14. Yeah, yes, with Chiron, yes. I'm sitting there like, You got to be dumb if you can't tell the difference between a 14-year-old and somebody who's in their 20s. And I told the brother though, and I'm not gonna say his name. Some of y'all know him on YouTube, and I'm not gonna start no beef with him because it happened on what happened on Discord. I'm not gonna bring Discord business on YouTube business, right? I'm not gonna do that. But when the brother said that on Discord, I told him, you got no business fucking. You got no business trying to fuck. If you can't tell the difference between a 14-year-old and a 22-year-old, and you're 31, 32 years old, you got no business fucking. You got no business trying to look for one night stands. Well, Big J, when was the last time you went on one night stand? Well, I could tell you, 2024. I went on not 2024. 2023. I had a one night stand. Then I had another one night stand in 2004. See, I I could name the dates of when I had one night stands. But nigga, you've been having one night stands on a regular basis. You don't have no discipline, nigga. You know, I should name the dates on my end because I don't put myself in trouble. I just put myself in trouble, y'all. I just put myself in trouble because I shouldn't name the dates on my end. I shouldn't name the year 2023 because, yeah, I put myself in jeopardy by saying that. I should never even say that. Let me. I'm gonna face a wrath. I'm gonna face a wrath coming. I face a wrath. Me naming the date. I should not put that business out there. That's it's somebody on YouTube. But anyway, yeah, I shouldn't put that date out there. But anyway, in other words, the point I'm trying to make to this nigga is, all you do is look for one night stands with women in the club. You need to check yourself. Okay? You need to check your goddamn self. Having one night stands on a weekly basis, I can't do that. That's too much shit you have to worry about. You know, if I'm laying down with a woman, I will be worried about the next day, right? And like every woman I've been with, I have tremendous respect. Like free zone. I'm glad you're here, because I'm talking about what happened on the Discord server. I'm not gonna say whose Discord server it was. I'm not mentioning the names, but if you can't tell a 14-year-old and a 22-year-old, and this nigga's 30-something, I'm just like, bruh, you got to be the dumbest nigga on the planet. Free Zone Lou knows who I'm referring to, because Free Zone was laughing at my ass. Man, yeah, man, that shit was cringe. I also cringed. I had to say something. That shit was so cringe-worthy. I had to say something like, bruh, you can't tell the difference between a 14-year-old and a 22-year-old? And I listen, I had to restrain myself. I had to restrain myself because I really want to roast that nigga. I really did. I really want to roast him, but I was trying to talk sense to him. Like, bruh, what, do you how can you, do you know the difference between a 14-year-old and somebody in their 20s? Well, I can't tell the difference. Yeah, Free Zone said, yeah. That the sad part is that he interrupted a good conversation to say that wild shit. Right, right, right. People was having a good conversation, and he was saying all that wild, crazy shit. I said, man, no, I gotta step in. I have to step in now. I'm listening to this shit. I said, you know what? Let me step in this shit. I said, listen, I'm off from work. I'm not working tonight. So I'm not working today. So let me go ahead and go ahead and just let my voice be known. Yo, that shit was crazy. And Free Zone, I hope, man, you have downloaded that. I hope, man, you have screenshot that. I hope you have screenshot that or recorded that whole discussion. That shit was crazy. Because I had to step in on that shit. And if you can't tell a difference between a teenager and a 20-something-year-old girl, a woman, you can't blame her. I blame you. Well, teenage girls, they fake their their ID. They're going to clubs, and we picked them up from clubs, and we're doing this X, Y, and Z. Like, okay, bro. And then the nigga gonna ask me, well, Big J, when was the last time you had your one night stand? I said in college, and I named the year 2004. Was it 2003, 2004? I forgot what year it was. I'm sure it was 2004. And the reason I told the nigga college, because everybody is over the age of 17 in college. You went to the club. I went to college. Most of my fucking was in college. You know why it was better for me to fucking college? Because I know for sure everybody was over the age of 18. You're gonna go to a club where people can fake their IDs. Was she white? No, she wasn't white. She was a chocolate skin. Well, actually, two of them. But anyway, we ain't going into that. Wait, stop. I didn't record the Discord convos, but he said he did a whole stream. Okay, listen. Free Zone, can you get on your Discord and contact me on Discord to show me the link to that? Cause I know he ain't dumb enough to put the Discord business on YouTube. Well, Virgo live. Why should I lie? I got nothing to lie. I ain't gonna tell you everything because I actually respect the women. The women who I've been with, I still have respect for. I still care about them. Just because I put my dick in them, I don't just discard the women. Like I know how some of you niggas think. Oh, I just fuck a bitch, and after I'm just done with her, she's out there at the pasture. Not me. I still talk to him to this day. So I know I still had, I care about him. I may not be in love with him, but I do care. I care about him. You know. Oh, okay. Freedom's he didn't do a stream about the Discord. He said he did a stream about the topic before it came into Discord. That's why he brought it up. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Thank you for clearing that up. But that still was a cringe worthy discussion. That shit was crazy. That shit was out of pocket. And I'm like, and I'm gonna say something Freeze on do. I don't know the nigga like that. I don't know him like that. I see him every once in a blue moon. But if you are over the age of 31, why are you chasing all these young girls in the first place? I'm not discussing my one night stands. I was talking about I was telling him, he asked me, Otis, on your living, sitting at the dock of the bay ass. What I was saying, Otis, is he asked me when do I have my one night stands versus his one night stands. So my answer to him was, well, I got mine when I was in college. You got yours when you was when you was visiting the clubs every Friday and Saturday nights. That's a difference, because he the one's talking about 14-year-olds and saying 14-year-olds are giving out, or putting out fake IDs. And he said he can't tell the difference between a 14-year-old and somebody who's in their 20s. So I was telling him, would it be safe to go after somebody who's in college? That's the point. That was the point I'm trying to make. Yeah. Naked, I quit. Big J trying to make it serious. Yeah, Free Zone, yeah. The chat is wilding today. Yeah, they are. They're wilding today though, Free Zone. They're wilding today. I don't know what the hell going on. Like the nigga, and this old nigga right here gonna ask me why I'm discussing my one night stand. Nigga, you don't even know what the fuck the conversation was about. It was something about happened on Discord. And I'm trying to tell this nigga, why are you going to clubs knowing that people fake their IDs at the clubs? See, I don't go to the clubs. I don't. No, well, actually, I've been to one. I've been to two. But other than that, I don't go to clubs like that. So you going to clubs on a weekly basis, and you picking women, this woman, that woman, and then you're not even thinking about STDs. That, I'd be scared with some of these women, because you don't know if she got STD. You don't know if she got HIV. You don't know what she got. But yet you talk to this one for 15 minutes, and then you want to smash after 15 minutes. I couldn't do that. Not, because I had to talk, for me, it's like, listen, I have to talk to you for like a week. I'm going to have to, yeah, man. I call Otis. See, Otis is over here because what I told his homeboy Chiron, yesterday. Because he's over here sitting at the dock of the bay. That's what Otis is doing. He's over here trying to sit at the dock of the bay. Sitting on the dock of the bay. Yeah, he's sitting over here. He's over here sitting over here at the dock of the bay. Okay. But anyway, back over here, right? I'm scared. I remember that one time old girl said, "Hey man, I'll suck your dick." It's tempting, but no, I'm sorry. No, I have to talk to you for like a week or two. I gotta talk to you for like a long minute for me to get there with you on that level. Because I'm not gonna just keep, oh yeah, it's pussy. Let me just jump on in it. No, I'm scared. I'm scared of STDs. I'm scared. I don't want to catch no HIV. Shit, I ain't catching that shit. Man, you could be you could be a nun. You could be a woman who's a virgin. You can tell me you don't have no body count. And trust and believe. Yes. If you don't have no body count, I'm still going to say, no, I'm good. Let's talk for a week or two or a month. If your body count is 0, I'm still going to wait a week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now I know some of y'all say, Big J, I don't believe that. Well, it's how I was raised. Shit, it's how I was raised. I'm not just going to jump in some box. Even though I do have the dark side of me saying, take it. She's saying it. Take it. I have self-discipline not to take it. I mean, even though she's sitting there saying, "Hey, baby, take it," I want to. I just, like one person I met up with. I told her straight up, I don't have no condom. She put her head down, like, oh damn. The nigga he didn't bring no condom. Yeah, you know why I didn't bring no condom? Because that stopped me from going to that next level. Okay, that stopped me from going to that next level. Now, if I did have a package of condoms with me, yeah, I would have smashed. But other than that, no, I purposely did not bring condoms with me because I was not trying to go there. It's called it's called discipline. What you mean pause? I'm talking about a woman, nigga. What you mean pause for? Who? Everybody see me. Everybody know I'm talking about a woman. But yet you telling me to say pause. That was too close to take it. Take that. So now, see, Candy Cane, it's too early in the morning for you to say that. Me anyway. Dick, yeah. See, I'm gonna say something. If more people would practice discipline, I think the world, half of black men's problems would be solved. I think half of men's problems would be solved if they opted to use discipline. You're a gentleman, unlike standard. Oh, hey, I try to be. Even the women I've been with on here. Yes. There are some women I have been with from YouTube. I ain't gonna say their names. There's some women I have dated off of here, and They will tell you, yes, Big J doesn't do that. Big J, he's, you don't see them coming out. You don't see them talking shit about me. You don't see him saying, "I'm exposed, Big J," because Big J's a fuck ass nigga. You don't see him saying, you don't see him going over there saying that shit. Because all the women I've been with off of YouTube, and yes, I have dated some female YouTubers off of here. They never said a fucking thing bad about me, because I don't do no fuck shit to them. So, and like I said, I'm a gentleman about it, and I actually care about them and their feelings too, though. So I ain't no fuck nigga though. I'm a fuck nigga to these bitch ass niggas on here, but other than that, I know when it comes to women, the women that I care about, or the people I care about, I don't. No, I'm straight up with them. I'm straight up to people I care about, and who I have time with. So. So yeah. But anyway, that's back to the point where, oh boy, on the Discord server, just I just like, you can't just go to the club every week and just grab one and then discard her later, and then you wondering about if she's underage. That's what, if you had some discipline, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Hold on. I can't stand these telemarketers though. By the way, I can't stand these telemarketers. They like to call you and well, you need, no, fuck you. Are you looking for insurance? Hell no. I got two insurances. I got two insurances. So be quiet. Leave me alone. I got health insurance, dental insurance. I got the other insurance. Just leave me alone. I don't need no more insurance. I'm already broke paying insurance. Leave me the fuck alone. And that's what I told old boy, right? That's what I told old boy. Because he asked me a question: what's the difference between a 14-year-old and a 22-year-old? Well, I told him, okay, well, the things that come out of her mouth, her conversation. So if a woman is not talking about her job, if she ain't talking about things like her education, her job, and if you go a little bit deeper about other things like her career and her bills and what are her hobbies are, and when I say hobbies, I'm talking about hobbies that actually require spending money, like, oh, I have a garden, or I make wool, or I make I make buttermilk and shit like that, right? Or I make butter, or I make, whatever the case it is, right? If she has a hobby that makes you, that requires making money off of, then therefore you should leave her alone, nigga. The fact that you have to explain that says a lot about the quality of that man. Girl, listen. If you listen to that, look, Free Zone Lou was the only person in this chat room who heard me talk to. I had to talk to that Negro for an hour. I said, you can't tell the difference? One woman I talked to, and she might be listening to me now. Me and her talk about making wool. And she makes her own wool clothes. She makes her clothes out of wool because she talking about she wants wool. And since she said, well, Big J, do you still have sheep? I told her, no, I don't have sheep anymore. Oh, you don't? No. Well, because I'm looking for some wool. Because she want me to shear some sheep and mail her the wool. Because she want to make a sweater out of it. I said, no. I sold my sheep 4 or 5 years ago. I'm not gonna be shearing all that shit. Who wants to shear sheep? I don't want to do all that shit. That shit hard. I don't want to fight no damn sheep to shear no fucking wool and shit. And then put it in the bag, put it in a plastic bag, and mail it off. And mail it off to her and shit. See, that's too much hard work. You have to fight the motherfucking animal to get the wool and shit. Who wants to do that shit on a summer day? Fuck that. But anyway, she makes her own wool. So if you got a woman who has a hobby, and the hobby requires money, right? I don't know. Having to talk to this nigga. I'm sorry. I know I'm still on this because the nigga can't tell the difference between a teenager and a grown woman. If you can't tell the difference between a grown woman and a teenage girl, women are not the problem. You are. But hey, Big J can't get laid. Big J's an incel. Big J, right? Okay, keep on calling me incel. Okay, but nigga, you gonna end up in jail. You keep fucking around doing that, saying that shit on a this. You put it in a plastic bag and ship it. I don't waste time trying to convince the voluntary stupid or willfully obtuse. I would rather count a bag of rice out grain by grain. That's true. But I couldn't resist that. Yesterday, Candy Cane. I couldn't resist it because that shit was crazy. The shit he was saying was crazy. So I had to tap down the tent. I had to slow walk him off the ledge, and I had to talk some sense to him. Right? I really did. I talked some sense to him, and I didn't even cuss him out. I didn't roast him. All I had to do, I had to slow walk him off the ledge. I had to slow walk him off that ledge because it was getting dark. It was about to get dark, and I had to slow walk him off that ledge. Like, bro, we're not having that today, man. We're not having that today. And the channel owner, I wonder if the channel owner is going to address it today on his channel. I wonder if the Discord owner is going to address it on his channel today or this morning. And because even he asked a question, what the fuck is going on? Even he was like, what the fuck going on? So I hope he addresses it. That shit was crazy. So, but anyway, I said enough, y'all. I got nothing to gripe about. I'm not angry. I feel accomplished. From my appearance on what's his name show yesterday, and Y'all couldn't pay them bounties on my ass. Y'all couldn't do no bounties on my ass. Tell you that right now. You know. Hold on. You need a few Trump videos to get hype before you deal with Chiron. Hold on. Candy can ask, did you really think you made a difference in that man, or did he learn to hide his perversions better? I'm gonna say neither, Candy Cane. Neither. I'm gonna tell you. I think you're looking at it what difference I made on him, right? No. The difference I think I made about that conversation is to everybody else, right? To everybody else who was in that Discord, because I don't want to give the impression that black men are like old boy over there. Because there was about 90 people on that Discord server. About 9. It was a big ass number of people who was on that Discord phone, that Discord voice thing. So yeah, it was a huge number. I forgot how many people was. If Free Zone Lou was here, it was over 70, 80 people was on that Discord. And I didn't want to give the impression that black men is going to accept bullshit or going to let the shit he was saying slide. That's why I had to stand in and say no. We're not. I as a black man, I don't agree with you on that. You can't tell the difference between a 14-year-old and somebody who's 22. And the women was laughing at his ass. The women was laughing at that nigga, like, bruh, and rightfully so. The women, even the women was telling him, you can't tell the difference. Well, I can't tell the difference because women have fat ass, because 14-year-olds have fat asses. I'm sitting there like, what? And when he said that he couldn't tell the difference because the 14-year-old has hips and curves as a 20-year-old, that's when I jumped in. I said, no. We going to have to stop this right here. We got to pump his brakes because he make an ass out of himself. So and most of the men was laughing at the dumb shit he was saying. That's why I had to jump in. That's why I had to jump in and tell him. So why do y'all keep saying Chiron voted for Trump? Because he was back in ICE. That's why. So yeah, it was not about changing his mind or teaching him to hide his perversion. I'm trying to give out the message that not all of us is not on that bullshit. And then I was also teaching about discipline, and then I was teaching everybody else in that Discord about delayed gratification. That some people need to delay their sexual urges. They need to delay that shit. So that's the reason why I said it, Candy Cane. So yeah. Is there anything else I want to say? I got nothing else to say, y'all. I got nothing to say. Oh yeah, I heard Stanley was talking shit about me the other day, but I'm not going to venture into that, Deacon Dave, because I know you're trying to start some shit. I know Stanley had a problem with me, but I'm not gonna go here with that today, Deacon Dave, because I see you trying to start some shit. Stanley got smoke. Stanley said, "What for?" Big J Triple X. Yeah. See, Stanley. Steve, Deacon, I know what you're trying to do. That's not gonna work today. I'm not gonna jump on that today. I may not ever jump on that because I got other shit to worry about. Real life shit I got to worry about. You know. And guess what? And I explained my problem with you, Stanley. And I explained my problem with you. Because okay, let's sit there and recap this real quick before I leave, right? The point is, I gave Queen Sunkiss the topic. Because the thing is, I want Queen Sunkiss channel to grow, right? And she was not aware that there was a debate between Jasmine Crockett and James Talrico. So because of the ice storm that was coming down here in Texas, I told Queen, I'm not going to do a live stream on the debate. Why don't you go ahead and do it? Because I want her to get some subs and views because this is a serious topic. It's about the debate. Woo, 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 woo. So I did that, help her ass out. But when you and old boy was on that panel carrying on and shit, I think that kind of kills the discussion. That really killed the mood and the tenor of the tone of the live stream, what she was trying to accomplish, and what I would like to see accomplished out of that live stream. So yeah, that's why I said what I said when I said I was disappointed. But anyway, I'm not gonna beef over that. I'm not gonna be beef over that. I moved on, you know. So I got bigger fish to fry. So yeah. I know, Deacon Dave. You are petty, and you were trying to see if you could start some shit. You were trying to start some shit, Deacon, and it didn't happen because I don't have time for that shit anymore. I don't got no time for that shit anymore. Shit, I got bills to pay. Bills are stacking up. I'm getting broke. Shit, you know, like damn. Insurance, oil changes, fixing pipes. After the ice storm came, pipes busting under houses and shit. I got to worry about all that shit, man. I worry about y'all. Shit, I'm losing money, especially with all the pipes be busting this shit. Oh, he was talking spikes. That's why I asked. Right. So yeah, it's being solved. So let me get out of here. Y'all be easy. Speaking about pipes, I need to go over here and fix another pipe. Did it snow? In some areas it did. Some areas it did snow. Over here, oh, I hate you. I never said I hated you. I never said that, Mo. Um, no, it didn't snow. It was ice. Well, it didn't snow where I'm at, but in other parts of Texas, like the Panhandle, Dallas area, East Texas, it snowed. Mm. But I'll be live later today, I think. But I have to fix another pipe, another plumbing issue. Since the sun is up, I'm gonna fix the other stuff, and I'm gonna fix it quick. Okay, Mo. I did not appreciate, Mo, what your wife told me after the Charlie Kirk shit. I'm put out there for that. When she sit there and said I should sit down and shut up. Your wife told me that, Mo, when I was talking about Charlie Kirk fans. I didn't appreciate that. This is going to come off as an insult, but I promise you, it's not cheering. Me is fine, perfect, but she's saying if she said it in a room full of women. What is he? What is living by sitting at the Dr. Bay's talking about? Wasting time on the way. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. What the hell he talking about? What is Otis talking about? Now Otis, see, Otis is over here because what happened to Chiron? Okay, Anyway, let me get off of here. I spend too much time talking to you Negroes. Yeah, the whistling part. I wish I can whistle that song though. I wish I could whistle that song. Every time I see Otis, I'm gonna start whistling this song. All right. Otis missed a word or two. Yeah. Yeah, he must have missed a brain cell or two as well, I guess. I don't know, man. There's something wrong with that nigga. Something wrong with Otis, man. But like I said, I gotta get going. I'll see y'all later. Today's a good day. It's cold outside, but yet the sun is up. Thank you, Jesus, on that, man. So I'm gonna start fixing on this pipe, do this plumbing shit, and I might be back on here. Who knows? Anyway, y'all have a good one, and I'm out. Peace.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.